All right, good morning. We have our first true winter water hiccup here. So the wife woke up this morning, went to take a shower, and first thing I hear is the water supposed to be off? No, honey, the water's not supposed to be off. So I came outside, and our hose and connections, everything was fine, except where our water pressure regulator connects to the spigot was frozen. So the water pressure regulator, the one that we have, had a filter in there. Well, that filter is now in there, and it's frozen in there. So unfortunately right now I have to try to thaw out this regulator and thaw that out, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that cap out anyway, so that's going to be a whole nother project. But the regulator is just not working. It's frozen. So the reason why I had the regulator outside and not in the basement in the heated bay is because the water pressure coming from this pedestal is like over 100 psi. So I didn't want that running through my heated hose and damaging my expensive heated hose. So I was taking a risk here. Obviously that risk didn't work out as we dropped to the teens last night. So I went and bought one of the cheaper water pressure regulators, and I'm actually just going to connect to the water next to me because I can't get this filter cap out. So I'm going to connect to the water next to me, fill up our freshwater tank, use the tank heater. I'm just going to keep this water connected. I don't think anybody else is coming to the campground. I mean, even if they are, there's plenty of open sites around. I don't think somebody's going to go to this site next to me, so we'll see how this works, and let's take it from there. So I'm just going to run the hose under the RV. So we're going to go from there. I'm going to run it under the RV to that pedestal right there. And that's why I bought a 50-foot hose instead of a 25-foot hose, because it's always better to have more hose than less hose. So I have the water pressure regulator on here. I don't like these ones because you can't set the PSI, but it is what it is. It's a temporary fix. I do have to order a new, quote, expensive one, but it's just the day in the life of living full-time in an RV. What are we doing?
We're making Christmas tree treats. So all you gotta do is take some icing and mix it with green food coloring, and then take an ice cream cone and then spread it all around the ice cream cone with a butter knife.
Just going right in for the top. Let's try to eat over the plate, okay?
All right, what I'm doing right now is just filling up the freshwater tank just to have that completely full, because we have the tank heater. So just in case something happens again overnight, I'm going to put some Reflectix around this Just make sure this one doesn't freeze, but we should be okay. If you are ever staying at Timothy Lake North or South, or at Timothy Lake South, one of the places that you must go to is the Country Kitchen Kettle. What is it called?
Country Kettle.
The Country Kettle Kitchen, I think. Candies and goodies. All right, so we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah, and also some Disney stuff too. There are actually lots of stores
I don't
in
know
there.
about that. We are here at the Country Kettle. It took us like maybe 10 minutes from the campground to get here. It's right off of 209, you know, on Marshall's Creek, Pennsylvania. Looks like a cool old spot.
Who's doing it?
Look at this size.
There's only 8 more days till Christmas. Wait, is that the lollipop holder?
Okay.
I want this one. Oh no. Snow! Hooray! 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 Looking for all this. Wait, the bow-ups. The bow-ups. Wait, one second. Maybe tomorrow it will snow because on my extra Christmas list, I wished for snow on Christmas Day.
Well, we know what Daddy's gonna be doing today.
Christmas Eve, and we have our first snowfall in the RV. So this should be a learning experience here. We're definitely gonna try to knock off some of these icicles here. There is some snow sitting up on top of the slide toppers up there. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get all that off. It's supposed to warm up today, which would probably melt most of that snow. That's what I'm hoping for. But for now, we're going to enjoy it with the kids, and we're going to play out in the snow a little bit. Ugh. There are definitely days living in an RV where you just feel like relaxing and not doing anything, but there's always chores to do. And today is getting the melted snow, so the water, off of the slide toppers because it will freeze overnight. So it's Christmas Eve, and this is what I'm about to do. Wasn't able to record while I was up there, but there was ice sheet about probably that thick on top of the slide toppers. Not good.
Whoa, look at all that presents.
Wow.
The South of the Border sticker.
Did Santa come?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on, hold on. Live in an RV full time, and you have the Pennsylvania Dutch tradition of pork and sauerkraut on New Year's Day, but you want to have sauerkraut and hot dogs on New Year's Eve, we cook sauerkraut on the fire. So we're cooking the sauerkraut on the fire, we're gonna cook the hot dogs on the fire, and this may or may not become a new New Year's Eve tradition, but I think it's probably going to be. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, yum, yum, yum. Hot dogs is my favorite meat.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling